Hello crafters, this is Flavia and welcome to another crafty tip video. Inside this super cute box that a wonderful friend gave me, I have some sentiment die plates by Simon Says Stamp. I love the style of these letters, but sometimes it can be very difficult to release the cardstock from these metal plates since it cuts very thin, delicate pieces. As you can see here, I'm having a hard time releasing these die cuts even though I'm using a craft pick to help me do that. And the problem is that sometimes, if we're not being too careful, we might end up tearing the die cut like I just did here, or bending it too much, which will make it difficult to stack the die cuts if you like doing so for extra dimension. There are two products that you might already have at home that we can use to prevent this problem. One is by using a piece of press and seal. All we have to do is place a piece of press and seal on top of the metal plate, then the cardstock on top of it, and run it through the die cut machine as I'm doing here. However, keep in mind that one side of the press and seal is sticky. We can have the sticky side of the press and seal touching the metal plate or the cardstock. If we choose to have the sticky side of the press and seal touching or facing the metal plate, the die cut press and seal will stick to the metal plate. In that case, we can either leave it there so we can reuse it or remove it with a craft pick. However, I feel that it is easier to remove the die-cut cardstock from the metal plate if we have the sticky side of the press and seal touching the cardstock. The problem with that is that the press and seal will get stuck to the cardstock and it can be very tricky to remove it from the die-cut cardstock. So even though the press and seal helps a bit, it is not as practical as using wax paper, which is my next tip. Wax paper is definitely the best option for situations like this, and I only recommend you use press and seal if you really don't have any wax paper around. Since wax paper does not have a sticky side like press and seal, it is very easy to release it from the metal plate or the cardstock. It really takes no time at all to release the die cut from the metal plate when I use a piece of wax paper, and I love how these delicate die cuts come all in one piece. What is also great is that some of the properties of the wax paper will transfer onto the metal plates and kind of coat them, which means that after running the metal plates through the die cut machine with wax paper a few times, we will actually be able to die cut and easily release the cardstock without the need of adding another piece of wax paper. Since I love using these metal dies and I have many intricate die plates like this, to make it easier and more practical, I cut lots of 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches pieces of wax paper to create this paper pad that I can keep around. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. At the end of this video, you can find a crafty tip videos playlist that I created for you. If you like this one, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel so you do not miss the next one. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy crafting!